Approximately 3 o'clock? Okay. Councillor Davey?
Thank you. Could I get a mover and seconder to go into special counsel? Moved by Councillor Singh, seconded by Councillor Etherington. There are, well, 3 items. First is the noise exemption we just dealt with, number 8 from the Community Infrastructure Services. Could I get a mover for that? Moved by Councillor Marsh, seconded by Councillor Ioannidis. Any questions on that? There wasn't a committee, so okay. Those in favor? And there are none opposed. And the second item, item number 2, trail construction for Huron Natural Area. Could I get a mover for that? Moved by Councillor Galloway-Seelock, seconded by Councillor Ioannidis. Questions on that? You're gonna have to.
Councillor Gazzola.
Councillor Gazzola.
Yeah, there are a couple of items. It states here somewhere that because of the pricing, some things have been left out. What has been left out of the tender? What are we not going to do that we had previously planned to do?
Ms. Fletcher?
No.
No? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
3, Mr. Chair. So you'll note on the second page of the report, we talk about the items that were deleted in order to bring the project in on budget. The changes included a proposed section of new multi-use pathway. So this doesn't impede, removing this section doesn't impede completing the corridor across the area. This was an additional pathway that was going to be added in.
Thank you, Ms. Palmer. Additional questions, Councillor Gazzola?
Well, no, I don't understand that. I'm trying to figure out where this pathway is going to go. Are you saying that when you got into it, you were going to do from A to B and then B to C, but now you're not going to do from B to C, or what? How?
Ms. Palmer?
Sorry.
Through you, Mr. Chair, I'll start, and Ms. Fletcher may want to add in. So the corridor, which is the complete across from the road between the entire area, will still be completed. As part of the work, there was an additional small pathway that was going to be developed, a multi-use pathway, and that is the one that is not being done.
Well, where is that pathway?
Through you, Mr. Chair, I'm happy to follow up with a map from the project team to show within the area.
I brought a map, but I...
Okay, actually, the ward councillor might have filled in some gaps here. Councillor Galloway-Seelock.
I just had a meeting with staff on this, so I can inform you. The piece that is going forward, the longer piece, connects the Huron Natural Area to Strasbourg Road, close to where Huron Heights goes. And the piece that got taken off the table is a much smaller piece that is closer to Fisher-Hallman Road that will be completed at a different day. So it's a large piece that's going to be completed between Strasbourg and Strasbourg Road. And the other piece is closer to Fisher-Hallman Road. I don't know if that helps at all, but there's a map that they can...
Well, I'd love to see the map, okay?
That's fine.
We don't have to see it now. Okay, the other question I have, this is being financed through a grant. What other requests did we have for this grant? Was this our number one priority?
It was not. I believe it was our 4th priority. I'm not sure if anyone's going to have that information handy, though. Ms. Fletcher?
Through the chair, this was a project that was in a list of priorities, but when staff went through the criteria for the funding grant, this project actually jumped up the list and it's shovel ready. That's one of the criteria.
So the decision was made by staff that it became the number one priority?
No, I recall council listed the priorities, but I think I'm speculating here, someone can jump in, but I think the criteria that came forward afterwards pushed it. When the government made their decision, this came out on top.
But the government didn't make the decision, we made the decision.
No, we did not. Mr. Chapman?
Through the chair, I believe we submitted a list. If memory serves, the government approved 2. One was Wi-Fi improvements, and the other was the Huron Natural Area Trails. We can recirculate, though, the list and the government selection.
Okay, I'd like if you could just recirculate that. Thank you.
Are there no further questions? Any comments on this? Okay, those in favor? And there are none opposed. And finally, could I get a mover for bylaws for 3 readings? Moved by Councillor Ioannidis, seconded by Councillor Marsh. Those in favor? And there are none opposed. And could I get a mover that we adjourn? Councillor Schneider, Councillor Galloway-Seelock. Those in favor? Opposed? That carries. Thank you very much.